Welcome to Friday Fails!
But what?
I'm Tyler.
Episode 21.
I'm Ryan.
Episode 21.
What's going on, you guys? I'm Tyler Livesay with the MX Factory here in Austin, Texas.
Well, I guess that's the intro.
Like that.
I guess that's the intro now. I'm Jason. That's Tyler. That's Tyler. He looks more like Tyler than that Tyler.
I cut my hair off and donated to Cody.
He did donate.
I needed it.
We're gonna analyze your crashes. We're gonna hopefully help you learn something from them. This is all 100% subscriber crashes that were sent to us. We're gonna check them out. We're gonna tell them what they did wrong. Hopefully, obviously, what you can do better.
We're giving away an 07 YZ125. They're fully restoring, making look super sweet. MX Factory graphics, nice wheels, new pipe, handlebars, grips, new throttle cables, you name it.
Bang!
Yes! Exactly. Patreon.com/DMX Factory. All the information's there. Become one of our patrons. Join that community, and you have a chance to win YZ125.
Comment below, Roscoe or Kokona, which dog is cuter? Do your cute face. Do your cute face. You go to raves with your dog?
Yes.
I do. And I carry him in my little backpack. His little head pops right over my shoulder. His collar lights up.
Kokona's just sitting there like, I like this.
Roscoe's not really into this.
We got Mark Sutton here.
Mark Sutton, little boy.
Boy, let me tell you what. He kissed that ground like he loved it, boy.
All right.
I'm Tyler with the MX Factory. Here's what happened here. Braking balances were off. It looks like he was seated in braking. Looks like he was over the front end. We've got to remember, the bike is on a constant plane. So when we're braking, it's going to plane forward. We've got to get our hips back. We've got to brake back. We've got to counterbalance that.
Look at the braking bumps.
He didn't even hit him.
See that fender flop?
Yeah, but he literally hit that.
Out.
This mount was pretty good though. The hands came off pretty early.
Oh, he's good.
That head bounce though.
He's helmet. You guys, kids want to get a new helmet?
Man,
Go ahead and ruin it like that.
Scratch his fender up bad.
So, do you think the bumps affected the crash a little
I
bit though?
think it unloaded the suspension. You saw
That's what I
it
mean.
firsthand.
Unloaded the suspension.
Made it
boom.
light, slid.
So what he could do next time around, he obviously knows that's
Stand
there,
up.
taking some, some laps around the track and understanding that if there are some random little bumps there, even if it's a hard packed track, that he's gonna have to stand up through them.
Well, doing your braking standing is always going to stop the bike faster.
Cool.
It's gonna stop it faster, more efficient, and safer.
So stand up. So stand up and brake.
Get that booty off the seat.
And
Stand
if I
up,
had to
boy.
suggest, you learn how to use your back brake efficiently before.
Yeah. But
brake.
stand up, at least you'd avoid that kind of unloading and loading of the suspension.
Don't grab the front brake like that on the new 65.
Flip you right over.
If you do, send
Game
us a
over.
video.
Game over. Good. Simon
Cowell.
975 MX.
Oh, a POV.
I like those triple cam Simon.
Must be like a chest
Oh, this
mount.
track's sick.
Got a lot
That
of
looks like in
orange
Florida.
bling. Good orange bling going on there. Okay. Okay.
Oh, Jeep. Oh, he got off
Hey,
good.
that was pretty good. Yeah.
Man, you got off good.
You got off really good, actually.
Wow.
Well done,
That was a
Simon.
big jump. Knees were out.
He's loose. Loose as a goose.
Oh, yeah.
Head was up, knees were out. There was nothing great going on there,
a little
was
bit
there?
of a sideways whipped out air wheelie.
Well, I think that his body position coming off the face of the jump wasn't putting any pressure in his foot pegs, which wasn't getting any traction to the back tire, so it probably started to get loose as he's going up the jump. His knees were forward, head was up, so then the bike floated. There was really no control from any of that. But if I had to give you one thing to help you fix that, would be learn how to jump the jumps with your heels slightly dropped below the level, what would you call that, plane of the foot peg? Just below the foot peg plane. And what that's gonna do is put your weight into your feet, and then your weight into your shock, and then eventually to your back tire, and get you a little more traction and drive straight off the jumps. That would be my, if I give you one thing. That would be my one thing.
That was like 5 things.
Just position on your handlebars. Looks like he's like an inch
way
away
out
from
on
the
that one.
on your left hand grip there. It's very like far down instead of like over gripping on the handlebars. It's kind of like super under gripped.
Bring those thumbs out. Bring the elbows up.
Make it more like you're holding a tennis racket as opposed to like getting your wrist nice and deep down there. We don't want to see that. We also want to see just a nice even grip on each side where you got those little triangles, which we have a how to ride the bike.
Does anyone
how to
that
ride
rides
a
a dirt bike know how to Use a tennis racket?
Not me, I never done it
Never
once.
done
You've never played tennis?
Not on
You've never
purpose.
played tennis?
I tried one time. I hit the ball 3 courts over. That was all. I went to the basketball courts after that.
You're an angry person.
I'm a little angry.
You're
I
an
got
angry
some
person.
problems.
Dude,
I got
play
we all got
tennis.
issues.
Trevor Rogers.
Ooh, I like this video already. It's not.
He broke both of his ankles.
Oh, I don't like
and
it.
messed up his rotor cuff.
He said, watch your
Rotator
Cowell.
cuff.
Here we go. He says rotor cuff.
That's a body part I've never heard of.
It's messed up.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Man, I've actually done that. I've done something similar to that on a Supercross trip where the frame hit first and it had my ankles swollen for like 2 weeks.
Let's do this one more
That'll
time.
do it.
Let's do it one more time.
Oh, he's right in the middle of his feet, man.
Ooh, all the pressure straight to the.
I feel that one. Little chills coming through my body.
Yeah.
Not to mention what happened probably to the testicles.
Looks like he's even wearing
Oh,
some
man.
pretty good boots there too. I
It's,
think
Sorry to hear about your whip.
his literally, I think his goggles are coming off right here or something.
I think they're going down. Yeah.
You can literally,
Look
you
at that
can hear
old
your
school
ankles
exhaust
cracking.
there.
You gotta case it with one of your wheels first.
I would have
I say
started that
front wheel
panic
first.
rev. Panic rev earlier.
You did panic rev, but
Man, that thing
didn't
almost about
really
broke in
panic
half
rev.
right there. I didn't even check the frame after that.
Yeah.
His footwork, I mean, he's in the middle of his feet too, so he's getting rebounded off the bike. There is no natural suspension there, no flexion of the ankles whatsoever.
oh gosh.
You're wearing some good boots, so I think those are CDs, so I'm sure that helped you a little bit.
What's your one thing? Just quick.
Just footwork, riding, and being on the balls of
Scoot the
your
feet
feet. Scoot the feet back, that way your heels can drop as you land.
Okay, your
Middle of
one
the
thing.
feet. Yeah, give me a sec. Why are you feeling that? Jealous? You jealous? It's forearms. I got a lot of
different
forearm
than mine.
power. Better to go long than short, especially on something you can't half jump. I always love half jumping until obviously you're gonna come to a case. Yeah, I would have just held on to it a little bit longer.
Half jump.
I don't have jump.
I like the half jump.
My one thing is that you need to learn how to case a jump properly, meaning you either, based on what jump it is, land with your back tire first or your front tire first. Okay, so if you can go front tire first, I would go front tire first on this. So it takes a little bit of the blow. You went straight to the frame, which is what gave you all that energy back up into your ankles, and likely is what popped your ankles. But if you would have pulled the front end up, what's gonna happen on that big long decline there? He's end over.
He's going over, right.
Okay,
right.
so the only other option is this, and then it's gonna flatten out and bounce.
Sure.
He may get a little bit of a buck, but it's better than getting really sent over the front and
Sure.
launch 10,
Okay.
15 feet. The nice thing about casing with the front wheel first is it slows you down a lot. Like you can land into it and it just kind of, it almost stops the bike.
Sure.
So you're stopping a little bit of that momentum of that potential. And I think that's why we have this place, is that we're trying to teach people to not go above their actual limits.
Sure.
Right? Like this is probably, and not to judge you, but just as far as the experience on stuff like this may be a little above your limits if you take into consideration, you know, can I case a jump front wheel first, back wheel first? Can I over jump? Can I, you know, under jump? Do I know how to control the bike that well at the last second in order to save myself?
So we need to make a video on how to case a jump. Comment below, would you like a video on how to case a jump?
I want to case jumps. Can I be in that? I want to case the jumps.
Yeah.
I'll
Yes.
case
If you want to learn how to case a jump properly, let us know if you would like that as a video. We'd love to hear your opinion on that. Next crash. Oh. Mitch Cullen
Man,
snapped his tibia, tib and fib
I don't like
in
that.
2 places.
I don't like
wow. Oh man, that sucks. But
that. That was it?
again though, this
That's
is a
literally-
perfect
You gotta
example.
power through that landing.
You gotta land back wheel first. If you would've landed back wheel first, you wouldn't have hurt yourself.
He
Well, if
did.
you're
kinda-
landing
he did.
flat.
Did he not land
No, he
back wheel
landed
first?
both-
Oh, he landed pretty
Both
flat.
wheels at the same time.
Okay.
Man,
So if
all
he's
that-
landing flat and
Back wheel
flat,
first.
you want to go back wheel first.
Yes.
Because
100%.
you don't have the risk of a downhill of a landing.
Okay,
to
so if
come
you're
through.
okay, so if you have a tabletop landing in your case and you want to go back wheel first. Okay.
Okay.
If you have a double landing, you want to go front wheel first.
Okay.
If you're over jumping onto flat, back wheel first.
Got you.
Right? Because if you case a tabletop with your back wheel first,
great video
you're just
idea.
bouncing off the end, basically.
Okay.
If you obviously case it with a double landing, it's gonna, especially if your front tire makes it to the top, it's gonna unload this way.
One thing he didn't do too is power through his landing. He landed with almost no throttle. You can redistribute some of that force into forward momentum if you land wide open. It's gonna drive you forward and take some of that force off.
Next up, Charlie Hayes.
All right, Charlie.
All the way from England. Oh, he's actually not sure who this is, but he thought we might like it.
Road slippery.
Oh, that was awesome.
Ah, yeah.
That's good. That's good.
That's just getting pulled off the back.
That's good.
He just got pulled off the back and a little whiskey throttle.
So
that's an easy pass though.
When in doubt, you can't dab it out.
You can't dab it out.
Can't dab it out.
You gotta throttle out. Well, there's a lot going on there. He's got a lot of weight on the inside of the bike too.
He's counter steering a little bit there.
He's not squeezing the bike with his knees. He's more worried about uprighting himself than leaning with the bike. Now I can't tell if there's a big rut here or not.
He just got his front tire kind of got over a little berm there.
As far as inside leg placement goes, you want to shoot your toe for that pocket between the tire and the fender.
How would you fix him?
So I told him to keep his feet on the pegs and hit the corner with his feet on the pegs a few times and figure out where his weight needs to be on the bike and be in balance with the bike.
I mean, what caused the crash was his foot hitting the ground and getting ripped off the back.
Yeah. Correct.
He's trying to save it, with some throttle, which is when in doubt, throttle out, but it didn't.
It was a little too late for that.
He wasn't ready for what it had in store for him.
So what they're saying basically overall, how you can fix this is, and this is an awesome thing to practice, literally spin a few laps around your track wherever you're at, 5, 10, 20 laps, whatever it is, keeping both of your feet on the foot pegs. Get used to hitting these corners with your feet on the foot pegs, and then when you start taking them off, keep your legs in that same position, just keep your leg obviously elevated off the ground.
Hey.
It's the future, folks.
It's the future.
It's the future.
It's the future.
We're here to bring the future.
Nicholas, something.
Giacometti.
From Brazil.
I'm sorry.
Cool.
Yes. From Brazil.
Okay. Track looks cool.
Yeah.
The classic air wheelie.
Oh boy. 2 air wheelies to an endo.
Oh, okay.
Man, this video is setting us up perfect. So now did you see what happened? He cased it back wheel first and then shot him over.
That was a good one.
Yeah. So that's like everything we just said.
Yeah, everything we just said led to this moment.
Nice helmet.
We're exactly where we're supposed to be.
Goodbye on the helmet.
Goodbye on the helmet.
I like that.
Yeah, I think that you can case. I mean, he could have saved that if he would have been squeezing the bike and gassed off the landing, kind of definitely savable. But I think when you're new to casing jumps, it's pretty important that you do it the easiest way, which in this case would have been going front wheel a little first. It's kind of scary to tell someone that's not pretty advanced or experienced rider to put the nose down, casing a jump, So I think that's like, take that as a grain of salt. Like, you guys definitely need to practice that a bunch before you, and you'll know it takes time. You'll be able to control the bike front to back in the air is a real important thing too. Is I think a lot of these guys are getting in the air and they're just there. Right, there's no like pull the front end up, put it front end down.
Well, look at this guy. About 150 feet ago, he just did the same thing.
Yeah, he knew it was coming.
And he started out of position before he.
And then he came right into it.
Yeah.
Once you do but one big air wheelie, I guess the point is like we're always talking about safety. It's not just thinking like, man, whew, good thing I got through that one. Like, stop, slow down, figure it out, and take lessons from us for lots of money. All right, David Herr. Oh, maybe I'm 54 and I should quit.
No
Don't
way,
you talk
man.
like that. Don't you talk like that.
I like Into the Trees.
Oh, nice wheelie.
Oh, Lauren 250.
Oh, look at him. He's still on it.
He's
Perfect.
stuck on that puppy.
Yeah, he ain't getting out of there for a week.
Is there cactus?
That's funny, David. I'm sorry. Dang old 252 strokes. Okay,
That'll catch
get
you,
away
man.
from me, man.
That'll
I'll tell
get
you
you.
what.
That purple power band.
That purple power band will put you right on your back.
So,
man, he got it. He just got it. He just got a whiskey throttle.
Whiskey.
Weight got too far back. Wrist got too far locked.
Got to be in balance with the power. Got to be in front of the power on these big old powerful bikes.
He's literally.
Take it from the genius himself.
He just goes, when in doubt, Throttle out. He just did what he did what you asked.
There's different instances where that's not gonna work, and I'm sorry, but that one, wrong place to throttle out. Honestly, actually, if you were in position going into the thicket,
you might have
you could have
right
been able to throttle out of it. Actually,
Thicket?
that's the thicket.
That's an actual word. That's a something.
That's a
Look
for
it
sure
up.
word.
Look it up in the thesaurus.
Thesaurus is a thicket.
You actually thicket's a word.
Thesaurus.
A dense group of brushes or trees. Crap.
Bingo!
Right. Thicket is a thing. I did not know that.
Hey, I'm well educated. 2nd grade spelling bee, world champ.
You know how many comments you're gonna get about I can't not take that kid seriously?
I'm not a kid. I'm an adult.
No,
I'm
but that's what they're gonna
26.
call you. That's what they're gonna call you.
I'm 26.
You're
I'm not a kid.
You're
I ain't
wearing
a kid.
You're wearing a Tyler
I'd like to
the
think I
side.
was a kid.
You may have just pushed a button there. I ain't a kid.
You hurt me deep right
All right,
there.
Blondie. All right. Hope you learned from that. Go ahead and subscribe down over here-ish.
Hit us on Instagram
Check out
at
our
the MX
Instagram.
Factory.
Win a bike for $5. Go over here and click more videos. All the things.
Just our videos.
Hope this helped.
This is our weakest outro ever.
Well, you started it, so.
You just put that in there.